I'm free. Oh my god, I'm free. This video has been weighing on my conscience for the past like 8 months. More than that, I think now, because what, it's June now? Dark Souls is a game that was first introduced to me by an old friend back in like 2023, late 2022 maybe. Sometime around that general time frame. Of course, I knew about the game beforehand in concept. I mean, who doesn't? It's commonly used as a joke for being like ridiculously hard. But I never really wanted to like buy the games until actually we got a PS5, and my at the time friend wanted to play through the series with me. We played through Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 and 2, and a small part of Dark Souls 3 before life just made it hard to continue playing those games. And out of all those games, Dark Souls 1 just had a way to captivate me. Its world felt so complex and simple, and it was weird that it wasn't really an open world game. It wasn't really classified as one, but it gave you so much freedom. I fell in love with DS1, and it became one of my favorite games. Still, I think the only Souls game I've really like replayed multiple times just because I've wanted to. Yeah.
Now, I believe in change. I think everybody can change. I don't think we need to kill this person. They haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah.
hmm
Is that so?
I
I've known for a while that I've wanted to 100% this game, but I never really felt I had the time. And that really never changed, actually. This was a horrible idea to have this as an incentive. However, if I could go back time and pick a new incentive, I wouldn't, because of how much fun I had 100% in this game. So, after such a long wait, this is how you probably shouldn't 100% Dark Souls 1. Alright, let's make something so clear. Dark Souls Remastered on Steam has a 100% guide made by Cynic0055. This is the guide I followed while making this video. I very rarely reeled off this, so if you want to 100% the game, I recommend using this guide. For those unfamiliar, this game requires 2.5 playthroughs to 100%, assuming you don't mess anything up. I am going in having 16 achievements already unlocked. Most of these are just boss and covenant achievements, and we'll be getting these again, mostly because I can't be bothered to cross-reference the guide and not do what I've already done. Too much work, I'm a lazy sack of potatoes, and yeah, the guide's right there. The first run of the game is going to be mostly knocking out a lot of like the easier achievements, as well as collecting the first round of all the boss souls that we need, as well as all rare weapons. Thank God we have a guide. All pyromancies, all sorceries, and most miracles. I'll get to that later. I'm not gonna go over every last thing I pick up for the sake of the amount, but I will note ones that I'm going out of my way to grab or just feel natural to note. With that out of the way, character creation. For this playthrough, I picked the Pyromancy class with the Master Key. I picked this because 2 achievements we'll be needing require some levels pumped into Intelligence and Faith, which is less levels will be pumping into Strength, which is the build I wanted to try for this playthrough. Pyromancy Glove doesn't scale with any stat, rather just something that's upgraded through runes. Um, so if we need to pump runes into other levels, the best build is probably the Glove of Capitalism. The Undead Asylum was as simple as it usually is. Get our starting loot, flasks, kill the chunky boy, and take an Uber to Firelink Shrine. In this sequence, we got Kindle, Estus Flask, and Reach Lordran. 3 of the X amount of achievements that we need. Another really easy one to get as soon as we get the Firelink Shrine is Covenant Way of the White, which we get by talking to this guy. I don't like this guy, but we need him, so he gets to stay for now. And before we leave Firelink, I want something. A weapon I have never used in this game before, but for some reason is weirdly popular. The Zwei handle. That's a winged spear. That's his Zwei handle. Those are binoculars. That's a skeleton!
That's a big ass skeleton, holy shit.
I'm not, yeah. There was no functional way out of that situation. I would be lying if I said it wasn't my first choice. I kind of, at first, really wanted the scythe, but I gave up because I got tired of dying inside of the hell area. very strong. We don't have the stats to use it yet, but we will soon. We leave Firelink, make our way to Undead Bog. Our main objective is to ring the giant bell for our next achievement. However, we have some side objectives. The Forced Black Knights here, which means our forced chance for either good or bad RNG. This is a big reason this video took so long. To 100% Dark Swords need all rare weapons. A few of them being very RNG based, like the Black Knight's weapons. Most Black Knights don't respawn. You're gonna notice a repeating pattern of my annoyance when it comes to these weapons and most weapons that require drops. The first rare weapon we can get is the Drake Sword, which we can actually cheese off this dude with a bow and arrow and patience. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
What was the issue?
There was none. It was just too many. So many arrows. Oh my God. I was a little bit too patient and didn't realize I was doing it wrong. And it took me 40 minutes. My shame is unmatched. Next we get to fight the gargoyles. For this fight, we need Soleo, which is usually a summon I ignore, but he gives us these little things called sunlight medals, and we need this to join a covenant later down the line. We also need to cut off this gargoyle's tail for the second rare weapon.
Dude, okay, sorry. I saw this thing.
Holy shit!
What'd you do to bro's tail?
I've never done that in one hit before.
No,
It's
just,
technically this
just
game does
AI.
have multiplayer, but it's this isn't what's happening. I summoned a spirit, an NPC spirit, to help in this fight because I need him for the sunlight medals. And with the gargoyles defeated, we can get our next achievement by ringing this little bell. It really only goes downhill from here. Next, I want to get Darkroot Garden out of the way, but before we do that, let's go back to the Undead Asylum, back to Chunky Boy, and beat Chunky Boy Part 2. We're doing this for two reasons. Number one, we're gonna need to get a doll from the Undead Asylum, and might as well just get that now. Number two, I want the Titanite Slab for the weapon enhancement achievements that this guy drops, and I don't want to forget about it, because I will. The Darkroot Gardens is an area that I'm going to be revisiting a lot, mostly because it's the place with, like, in my personal opinion, the best farming spot in the game, even if it's slightly annoying to get to at later stages of the game, as well as it being, like, a main source of, like, achievements and progression. Right now, we just need it for the Cat Covenant boss and the Moon Knight Butterfly. Generally a pretty easy boss. We're going to need 2 of these souls total, so we're going to be coming back in new gameplay. Actually, for every boss soul that we need, we're going to need more than 2. So we're going to be coming this playthrough, next playthrough, and for the dog, we need to kill it a 3rd time. I don't know why, but for some reason it has 3 boss weapons. We got one last thing we have to do in the Darkroot Gardens, which is the Hydra, which gave me some trouble. I am so lucky I recorded this while in a VC with friends, because I wouldn't have survived if I didn't. I got tilted with this Hydra.
Oh my God! Wait. It'd be like that one fucking that one TF2 clip where the guy picks up the intel and an alarm starts going off, and then the server shuts down.
Oh, I fucking love that one. I love that one because all 3 heavies instinctually back up from the scout. Scared.
I love that video.
I just spawned in and died. I've never been good at this thing, and it shows.
Let me free cam.
But we need it. We need it for dusk. A merchant we can find behind the Hydra that sells us sorceries, which we need. Since any trail of sanity is now lost, let's shift into, in my personal opinion, what the worst boss in this game is. Up until this point, this game has been second nature to me, minus the Hydra. Screw the Hydra. I've played through this portion of the game so many times before. However, it's this next part that's iffy for me, because typically, my starting gift allows me to skip this segment. However, we need a few items from this segment, so instead of skipping it, we have to fight 2 dogs and a demon in an enclosed space. I hated you. Functionally. No, I was within range. That was fail. God damn it. Die. Bitch, 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 bitch. Oh. 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 And hate is a nice word to describe my feelings for this segment of the game. Hate is actually too good for this. I think hate is pretty generous, honestly. Let's hate this boss. And the only reason we needed to kill that thing and go through that hell was so we could get the tail weapon from this asshole. I'm not kidding, that's the only reason we needed to do this. Past that, we could have just skipped this entirety. Past this, the next thing on our to-do list is the second Bell of Awakening, which progresses the game, which means we have to go through Blighttown. Luckily, it's connected to this area. We need to pick up a few items, like a few sorceries, the Power Within, which is one of the pyromancies we'll need for the pyromancy achievement, and then just collect a few more items from around Blighttown. Once we're done being a kleptomaniac, we can kill this oddly hot spider. Not even close. Actually, though, kind of not even close. That was... I forgot I'm just that good. To not only ring the second bell, but also get our next Covenant achievement. My personal favorite Covenant in the game, for no particular reason. Look, I know what I am. We need to do a few more things before we can start progressing. I'm sure you're seeing a theme here. We need to buy pyromancies from this dude, this freaky little thing. And lastly, we found for a few rare items in Darkroot Garden while we were there. I have also learned the more others are suffering in my presence, the luckier I am with these drops. So that's
pretty good.
you know, for most people's play
twice by now.
Please. Oh my god!
You could have beat All Night twice by
No, I got it.
Hey, that was ignorant.
I got it.
They weren't supposed to do that. Uh-oh. Oh shit, he's lost
This isn't
himself.
supposed to
I
happen.
got it. I'm so happy. When you're in misery, I feel joy, Hoff. You have no idea how much your misery brings me joy.
Let me out.
Thank
Bro,
you
just
for
bench reset.
sucking. Awesome to know, actually. Sen's Fortress is the next area that we tackle in the playthrough. Sen's Fortress is generally pretty hellish, but we do have a few items we need to go out of our way to get. Mostly sorceries that we need, and these 2 people, which are 2 NPCs we need to progress the quest lines for. Big Hat Logan's questline is going to give us most of the sorceries that we need to get the achievement, and Seekmeyer is going to give us a Titanite slab later down the line, which we're going to need for the surplus of upgrade achievements that exist in this game. Other than that, Sen's Fortress is an easy run, especially if you know where you're going. You know, yep, that makes sense. It's an easy run, especially if you know where you're going. Okay, maybe it's a little bit more difficult than I originally thought. We did make it. Eventually. Welcome to Anno Londo, a place that's truly breathtaking. From a moderate distance away. We actually do get a participation trophy for getting here. Getting closer, however, it's a lot less whimsical. We aren't actually going to be spending a lot of time here because we are almost immediately going to a painted world, a secondary area we can access via portal painting. I accidentally entered here early, so I guess we're just gonna roll with it. Whoopsie daisy. This place does hold a few pyromancies that we need and a few rare items that we need. However, it was mostly these souvenirs of reprisals that we were looking for, which are dropped by the weird humanoid bard things.
Trevor?
Why does this bard have an ass?
What?
Oh, huh?
You really actually need to see the bard for that to make sense.
No, thank you.
I don't think I want to see a bird with an ass.
And we need 10 of these. God damn it. You need to stop leaping to your death. I need your drops.
Maybe he's just a little suicidal. Don't be mean.
These bards don't know how to fly, Diesel. It took me 3 hours.
Oh no. Oh no.
Why are you oh-knowing? What happened?
9/11. No.
Oh, where?
I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't
No.
remember?
Oh no. I misplaced it.
How do you misplace 9/11?
Oopsies. No.
I don't think you can whoopsies to that.
I didn't whoopsie, I
Ignore
oopsies. I didn't whoopsie, I oopsie.
Uh-huh, still lost 9/11. Does not change anything. Oh no.
Oopie. Oopsie, look out window.
2 more, even harder difficulties.
Holy shit. Fuck you. Okay.
Sorry, you get the item
Sorry?
you wanted.
My bad.
I need 9 more. That was the first one. I've been farming for half an hour. The reason these items are so important is because these items allow us to level up a covenant. Gwendolyn's Covenant, which is a covenant that gives us a miracle once we get it to level 3. Overall, Painted World was pretty easy, minus the wheel skeletons. I just like those. Once we kill Priscilla, we're done with this section of the game and we can return to Anolando.
Oh my god, yo, why the fuck were you? Me and my homie Trevor need to play Fortnite.
I decline. I do not wish to play that game again.
Yes, you do.
We need to farm for a few things in Anolando, like the Silver Knight weapons, which are really easy to farm, considering they are the run back for the boss of this area, which is Ornstein and Smo, and God, we needed Soleil. Soleil makes life so much easier when dealing with these two. And with that, we have the Lord Vessel and another Covenant achievement. We are through the first half of the game. Now, we just need to get the 4 Lord Souls. But before we do that, there's a few things that we need, as you probably have already figured out. There's really a pattern to farming this game, to be honest. First off, Big Hat Logan's going to have some sorceries for us. Once we start going into Seath's domain, he's going to disappear into that area. So we're just going to get him now. And it's going to need some souls, so soul farming time. Yay. After we do that, we need some Covenant achievements. Now we just need to progress down to this little coffin area, take a nice nap, and wake up in front of Nito, who will let us join his Covenant, giving us the Grave Lord Serpent Covenant achievement. We do need to level this up for an item before we fight Nito, but I don't feel like doing that right now, as I just don't feel like dealing with basilisks, which we need to kill to do that. So, we're just gonna make our way to the Duke's Archive to just get Seath out of the way. On our way to the Duke's Archive, we make our way down to Gwendolyn and kill him. You know, since he's generally on the way.
Let me show you my giant temple. Look at how big it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh no, they went down the hallway more.
I usually skip this boss. It's an optional boss, but unfortunately it has an achievement tied to it, which puts me in a little bit of a precarious situation. He's still going.
Oh, there's magic missiles. Oh, there's magic missiles. Oh, there's magic missiles. Oh shit! I didn't roll through the magic missiles.
Shut up.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Bro really doesn't like your ass.
Damn it, I didn't get a hit.
Oh. Is this? I assume this always kind of just infinite to an extent.
There is an ending.
I assume.
I fucking hate that attack.
There's not no explanation as to why
You
he
missed
came
it.
to the
Oh my
party in
God.
the first place.
No, I hit.
He was just there.
I know. I saw the damage. Bro, the luck's crazy. Damn. Damn, that's wild.
But I still hit that
Still got
shit.
the hit though. Hey now. Consensually, right?
I don't think they wanted to be hit, William.
I think she seems too bothered by it.
So all defense in court.
Your Honor, they didn't tell me to stop. Like, and then the arrows. Let's go!
Alright.
So what the dog?
An eternal curse upon
I don't hate the Duke's Archive, but I don't really like them either. They aren't very fun to me, at least, but there are a few things we need here. Mostly just a few scattered sorceries and the Channeler's Trident, which is another rare item. Big Hat Logan appears here again and sells us more sorceries, which we do need, as well as drops us a sorcery after we finish his quest line. Ooh, that might do a lot of damage to me. Never mind, wow. White Dragon's Breath. Seath, in my opinion, is the easiest out of the 4 actual Lord Souls to get, and was pretty simple. If you stay in his tentacles, he isn't that much of a threat. The only difficult part of this fight was the Moonlight Greatsword, which we get from cutting off its tail. His AI tries to face you constantly, and you have to cut the tail off from the tip, so it becomes an issue. Oh my god. Holy shit. Arguably, it was a lot more painful than going down the Blighttown tree, which was the next thing we had to do because it has a covenant for us to unlock. While we're down there, we level up our gloves some more and we get some more pyromancies. The tree, despite it being one of those places people bitch about, wasn't actually any issue for me. Maybe it's because of how far I was into the game before descending. The place we go to the bottom is Ash Lake, where the Dragon Covenant is for achievement, and a lovely tail we can steal, another rare weapon. Next on the list is the fireplace. The fights aren't really anything to note. We skinned boss number 3, lava room boss, and cheating our way into saving Soleil. The only thing in this area I fucked up on was I messed up an NPC quest that gives us a Titanite slab later down the line, so my room for arrow has been cut in half for next playthrough. If I fuck up the quest next playthrough, it's so over for me. And with that, we can get the second Lord Soul. I really hope we get a remake and this boss is reworked. It has so much potential. Next, we're on to the Catacombs. We just need to finish up farming some Eyes of Death to level up the Covenant, as well as pick up a few rare items on the way down, including one from an invader, and then it's off to fight Nito, who can kind of be cheese as long as you don't enter the aggro range of the big skeletons, giving us yet another achievement. There we go. You dead right now? Yep. Next is the Four Kings, which is in my opinion the hardest of the Lord Souls. For this boss, we need a ring we get by grave robbing and animal abuse, as well as running through a haunted mansion to find a man to give us a key. Wisdom of a sage. Oh, and he actually sells us our last sorcerer we need for the achievement, as well as gives us a key. Ingrid is actually just the best NPC. Past that, it's just a game of hitting the 4 kings, taking their lunch money, and getting the last Lord Soul we need. As much as I would like to say it's the hardest boss, in reality, they do less damage the closer you are to him. As long as you're aware of the shockwave attack, it's not too much of a threat. Before we finish up the first playthrough, we need 2 things. Every weapon these things drop, and a pyromancy. Pyromancy is simple. We get to talk to my favorite covenant and level it up to get it. And now we can beat the game and get one of the ending achievements. Thank God. Final boss of Dark Souls. My health bar didn't drop at all.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Garth and Framt serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let the true dark be cast upon the world. Our war hath returned.
And immediately we get to run that shit back. We ain't done. We still got another playthrough. And a half. We have most of the achievements done. Most of the bulk we have left are the copious amount of reinforced achievements. Given we've finished getting all the sorceries and pyromancies, the only 2 collection achievements we have to finish are miracles and the rare weapons. Fortunately, we don't need to worry about miracles till New Game Plus, so we can focus on reinforcements for this playthrough. Unfortunately, we still need a few things to reinforce all the weapons. Like copies of boss swords, which means we killing everything again. Everything that drops a soul. Progression as normal isn't too difficult. We actually can speed it up a little bit because we don't need to be spending so much time collecting things or even fighting sorted bosses. The only thing I have to keep in mind is I cannot talk to Framt, because if I do, I lock myself out of an achievement. So I'm avoiding Firelink as much as I can. Not difficult, just different from how I usually play.
Hey, saying Constantine is in Marvel is a little crazy.
Dog, I'm currently running from 5 fucking Doors demons, triple my size. I am not thinking correctly.
I should probably support.
We collect all the embers we need as we progress through the game, as well as pick up the Dark Wraith achievement by ignoring Framp the entire run up into the 4 Knights fight. This was the first time I've used this summon for this fight, and oh my god, it was a lifesaver when it hit its shots. Proceeded to get all of our weapon reinforcements, as well as turn all these boss souls into weapons. Now all we need is one more Sif boss soul. Sif has 3 boss souls, unlike all the other bosses having 1 to 2. So we're gonna need him to die one more time, so we can get another weapon. We can get the weapon prepped for him, however. Now all we need to do is kill Gwen, which isn't actually that difficult. And now we're at the home stretch. God, the relief I feel. We actually got this playthrough done. This New Game Plus Plus playthrough done. I did in one sitting in 3 hours. This is an even shorter run because we don't even need to finish this run. We just need a few things. Go to the Zoltal, give the Soul of Gwen to it, and we have gotten our last Covenant achievement and our last miracle. "23 with Sunlight Spear." Okay, wait, what am I missing? And our last miracle. I have 22. What am I missing? Oh no. Turns out, after going through the checklist, there's a miracle on Ash Lake, so I gotta deal with that, but I'm not gonna worry about that till after Ornstein Smo, because I would like to have the Lord Vessel when going down there. We can progress as normal, but we can make a quick trip to Sif to kill the good doggo for the soul. Love you, buddy. Goodbye. Alright. And then progress as normal through Anne Orlando. We have a troubling amount of time getting through these. Seriously, I don't know what happened here, but I spent like 45 minutes dealing with these and failing every time. Ooh, that's not good. Nope. Yeah. Fuck.
Uh-huh. Did you forget about the backstab?
Oh god, I laughed off of him because I was afraid he was gonna fall.
As soon as you made that left turn, I'm like, oh no, no.
No, yeah, that's yeah, fuck. But okay, hold up. I'm gonna go make myself some food real quick. But once I did manage to get through it, we went to the blacksmith and got our last weapon. Yeah, and didn't. Okay, hold up. What am I missing? Oh no, not again. Did you eat it? Excuse me? I should have two.
No, I didn't eat anything.
Oh, I do have Great Sword of Artorias. I do have two. Okay, achievement didn't pop. What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
I know I have the Chandler's Trident. I should have everything Black Knight. I don't think I need to look into that. Gravelord Sword, Dark Hand. I know I have those. Okay, so I'm missing the Dragon Slayer's Great Bow, and that should be all that I'm missing. So
You don't have that? That's crazy.
I know, right? I thought I did. Great Bow.
Ah, yes. I remember doing this.
Knight's Honor. Let's
there
go.
We go.
Oh.
And now down to Ashley.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God it was this easy. Alright, now we just need the miracle.
See, I could have smacked your chin. I didn't.
Could have got to just a little love tap, but you didn't. That's because we're friends. Friendly. And don't overshoot, don't overshoot, don't overshoot, don't overshoot. Hi, Basilisk. There we go.
Mission accomplished.
That's close.
Yes. That's a mushroom.
That's all miracles. That's all. What am I missing though? Because that didn't give me the all achievements done thing.
You did not get the Dark Soul achievement. Okay. Log out and then reload.
Gotcha. I'm done.
See?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I told you, you just had to log back in. You did it.
I'm done. Oh my god. And that's it. That's 100% of Dockles. Dockles? I forgot the S. Thank you all so much for watching and being patient with me. I am so sorry this took so long. I could stay here for hours giving excuses, but none of them would be good enough. I truly hope this lived up to the hype, and Jesus, I really need to get back into my upload schedule. Have a lovely day, and don't do something that I would do.